What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of Your Average Girl Talk, where we aim to gain and give different perspectives on unpopular opinions and uncomfortable topics. I'm your host, Nick Knack, and I asked you guys on my IG what you wanted to talk about today. And you chose to talk about if dating is or is not a distraction. I, of course, have a guest for you guys because I always do. So, that being said, let's go ahead and welcome Cedric. What it do?
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
Okay. They're doing good.
Yeah.
So,
it's weird.
I'm here for it. So, just take a second and let us know about just you and what you do in general, day-to-day life.
So, every day, I'm born and raised in Atlanta. Actually, I'm in St. Louis right now on business, helping some people with some investing and things like that. And it's crazy that we actually used to do this together, and just the connections and everything, seeing everything you're doing, I was like, why not just be right here in the midst of it? So it's definitely a good thing.
I'm excited to have you. Like, once you guys voted, like, you were to talk about this, and then he was like, I'm in town, I was like, perfect. Like, perfect.
She trapped me.
I did. He's absolutely.
I had no choice.
He didn't have a choice. I'm like, so, we're here, let's do this. And we'll just kind of get straight into it. Like, obviously, I know you a little bit, and I know what you do in day-to-day life, and you're very focused, and you're very, like, hardworking. So, do you feel like dating for you personally is a distraction, or what are your thoughts?
I think it depends on who you're dating.
Okay.
Some people can be a distraction because they just want you to all to themselves, and like, it's not about you, it's about me. But then if there's two people that kind of have the same drive and same vision towards something,
right, I
think two minds are definitely better than one because y'all both are working towards the same thing. So it really depends on who it is that you're dating. Yeah.
So do you think, like, what do you feel about, like, if it's, like, not the same goal per se? So, like, because, I mean, we kind of worked in the same business, just for a little bit of background. So it was easy for us to connect with people that was doing the same thing. So in that sense, I could see, like, okay, yeah, like, we both had the same goal. We're both moving up within the same company. Great. But what about whenever they're not moving in the same field as you are?
It's a couple things. You can be dating somebody in the same field and be elevating while they're not, or they can not even be in it. It's like sometimes I think not being in it might help it because they don't have the pressure of having to go. Right. If you're elevating, they elevate too. But in the same breath, it's like, it's really just about perspective.
Yeah.
If y'all are in the same business, same field, whatever, iron sharpen iron, help one another get to the next level, help whatever they want to actually accomplish. Right. If they're outside of it, still should be supporting each other, regardless of the fact, like, if she wants to go do this and take it there, if he wants to go do this, take it there, just support. That's what a lot of people just want, is support.
Right. And I agree. So what do you think are some things, like, in the ways that it's not a distraction? What are what are things that could be happening so a relationship doesn't become a distraction? Or how are they helping, I guess, really?
It has to be a real respect of boundaries for it not to be a distraction.
True. Okay.
Because
back.
Yeah, facts.
back.
If you truly, like, I don't know, I don't want to date anybody that wants to be average. It's crazy. You had the
was that a shot?
It wasn't a shot.
It's okay.
It wasn't a shot.
It is a shot to your average girl, but it's fine.
If you know the line, it's the average girl not doing so average things.
True that, though.
So it's really understanding.
He saved himself, y'all.
But no, really, it's just about not having an average drive. Like, as long as you're getting better every single day in whatever it is, cool. But if you're getting better, you have to actually dedicate time to it. Yeah. So in a relationship, it needs to be known, like, hey, at this time, and I hate scheduling. Like, I feel like love and stuff should be scheduled. Yeah. But I think it's a requirement when people are wanting to get better in that respective field to set themselves for life. So then you ain't got to schedule love.
Yeah. You're free.
Exactly.
Okay. Yes, I like that. So, and this might be an obvious question, but I mean, what are some things that you find distracting in a relationship?
Oh, some things that I find distracting in a relationship. That's a good question.
I know, right? Let's get down to nitty gritty, babe.
I would say something that's distracting for real is just being in the way. Like, if you're not helping, I've always heard if you're not progressing, you're always moving. You're either moving forward or you're moving backwards. Yeah. So if you're not helping a person move forward, even if it's like even in the relationship, in the love life stance, and you're just constantly bringing somebody down, bringing somebody back.
Yeah.
That's a distraction in itself because it's energy. All of it's energy. If you bring in bad energy, it's a distraction. Off real.
Yeah, and like that energy is real because I mean, like I feel like we've all probably experienced like an argument with like your partner and how it just really sets the tone for the rest of the day, no matter where you're at, no matter what you're doing. Like it can be very distracting. And I know personally, like in multiple senses. I know we're talking a lot about career, but like for me too personally, like health wise. A lot of times if you're with somebody, like, you're out to eat, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, if you're not with someone that's into health and wellness as much as you are, or you guys really just neither of you are on that, then you could bring each other down in that sense. And I feel like we've all gained that, like, couple weight, like, and it's not...
a real thing.
It really is, like... And so for me, that's always been tough, because I'm like, I am super greedy. Like, I'll tell any and everybody, your girl can eat, so... You know, I don't want someone that's like, hey, you want to go out, you want to go out, you want to go out, you want to get drinks, you want to get drinks. Like, no, like, you know, I want someone that's going to be like, hey, I'm going to go work out, you want to ride together, like, that type of thing, too. So I feel like that's kind of something that's not as talked about, but we see it all the time. And
that's in, like, everything. Like, that's, okay, we talked about career, but, like you said, health, discipline with the finances. Because, like, you start dating, right now we're young, probably not living with one another, but you start dating, it's like, I need to see what your finances like, because when it's time to start getting in marriage and might have a kid, a home, you got to be disciplined, like, in everything. And, like, that's, if you're disciplined in one thing, you're disciplined in everything, you'll be progressing in everything. But it's like, it's just little red flags that you'll pick up on. It's something you can feel. Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of times, like, red flags get ignored early on, like, something happens. Yeah, like you have that puppy love and things are just exciting. I'm so in love. Yeah, because it's new, but it's like, let's be real, you saw them the first week, babe. Okay, first date. I'm like, I already knew like they were not the one. But I think all in all too, like we touched on the career, how that can definitely be distracting, health and emotions. I feel like another big one is the emotions, and it's very hard to detach them from whatever else you got going on. And there's so many emotions and like feelings invested when you are dating someone that it's hard to turn it off. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you got like a meeting you got to go to or whatever, but you know, he just like started some beef or she just started some beef, and now you know you got to worry about it when you get home. Like, ain't no one trying to do all that. Like, that's doing a lot. No one wants to deal with that. So I would like to say it's not distracting, but I definitely feel like it can be. And in the beginning, you kind of just said, depending on who you're dating. And I kind of feel like depending on who you are. Like, I'm a person I know that could get easily distracted. Especially, I mean, not as of recently, but like when I was younger, I mean, I would call off work. If I'm just like lovey-dovey or like just chilling, I would be the type to do that. And it's like, not that anyone asked me to do that, but me myself, like, I knew I couldn't really separate the two. Like, it was like all or nothing.
Right.
So I feel like it takes a lot of growth and personal development as a person individually, and you have to kind of look at yourself and be like, is it going to be distracting for me, and should I do it? You know what I'm saying? Because if you can't find a good balance, it's 110% going to like pull you away from your goals and what you have going on. But on that flip side, if you have someone that's really on your level, drive, ambition, motivation, you know what I'm saying, and support, then I feel like it wouldn't be a distraction. So I feel like I don't really have a clear yes or no opinion myself.
I would say it's like, it goes kind of back and forth, because I've been told like balance is hard to have, especially when you're really looking to set your family on a high level, high pedestal. But they were saying you might have to be unbalanced in your work, so then you can be unbalanced with your family life later on. But in that unbalance at the beginning, you got to be with somebody strong. It got to be clear-cut, communicated, like, this is what this is for. We got to be in alignment. We got to have the same vision. So I can go ahead, boom. Maybe a year or two, it's going to be very unbalanced on the work side. Yeah. But 2 years after that, you might have to work hard for 2 years going through some mess in your relationship for the rest of your life to be set.
Yeah. That's real.
So it's just... and it's the distraction part, you said, because the question is what? Is there dating a distraction? Yeah. Some people would say, is work a distraction from dating? Right. So it's like that.
What's your priority right now, I guess?
Exactly. Is work to me, dating and work, work is not going to be, dating is not going to be a distraction to work. But if it's like you're taking this entrepreneurial stage, you want this digital realm, that takes a lot. Y'all don't even see what we're looking at right now.
Okay, y'all don't even see the production. Okay,
like it's a real deal thing that goes on behind the scenes that you can't get. If I watched you set this up, and I can only imagine, like, what if you was in an argument? What if you had something going on? You was in a relationship, stuff was going on. Now the whole mood, the energy's messed up, setting things up. Now that's a distraction.
Yeah.
But like you said, the emotions, like, I don't know, I'm weird. I can when it's time to get into it, I'll cut emotions off and I'll deal with it as soon as work's over with. Look, and sometimes it got to be like that.
More power to you. I think that's hard. I've had a hard time doing that. Mm-hmm. And I know, like, you know, with me dancing, there's been a lot of people in the dance industry too. They end up just kind of connecting and whatnot, and they got rehearsals together, but they not talking in rehearsals, and they got beef, and it's just like we all are very uncomfortable. So I'm like, it really just depends, and it'd be nice if everyone was able to just like cut it, like, no, that's not what we're doing. Let's not do that here.
Mm-hmm. I can't even say that's healthy, to be honest, to be able to cut it like that. Don't take this as the end all of it. That might not even be the right thing to do, but
if it works for you and doesn't get you off track, then so be it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
I mean, all about progression.
It is, and I mean, I really don't have a clear answer, yes or no. It depends, but I think those are all things to consider, and you have to just kind of reflect, you know, on yourself and be like, am I going to get distracted? Mm-hmm. And I think we all know ourselves, and we choose to ignore like those conversations, because I could say yes, but now it's like I know I've grown, and I'm at a point where I'm like, I genuinely don't think it would, because I'm like, well, I'm checked in and I'm tuned in with what I have going and, you know, my vision for myself. So where before, when you floating around, like, with life, you know, you just kind of going
with no direction.
With whatever,
Ooh.
yeah. So if you were not live with us today, that's A-okay. I still want to hear your thoughts. So make sure you drop a comment below and let us know if you think dating is a distraction in general for you and your experience with it, because I definitely would like to hear. Other than that, I don't have any other guests today. It was just Ced. He came in clutch. He dropped some gems. So thank you all so much.
I appreciate you for having me.
Look, I'm glad I snatched you up while you were in town. It worked. It worked out. So if you guys did not get a chance to vote on my IG, make sure you follow me at nick.nack_, and keep an eye out for that next topic poll. And I will see you guys next time.